Hi, I'm Lisa Leiter. In Chicago Business Today, Maria Pinto. First Lady Michelle Obama made her famous by wearing her dresses during the 2008 presidential campaign. Now Maria Pinto may end up raising other designers' profiles in her new role at Chicago retailer Mark Schale. The upscale store hired Pinto as its creative director for women's fashions after she worked as a consultant for a few months. Pinto closed her own West Loop boutique a year ago, a victim of the recession like so many other retailers.
Now I'm able to be in a more bracketed capacity. You know, I don't have to worry about operations. I don't have to worry about those things. And what Mark Schale has is a fantastic team on every level, from marketing to operations. You know, I was having to oversee, in a sense, all of that before. So it's really nice to sort of just segment myself and say, this is what I'm here for. This is a little organza blouse.
What she's there for is to curate, her words, the Mark Schale look, which she describes as understated chic. Some of the store's spring line already bears her stamp, but her impact will be more noticeable in the fall.
We saw great down coats, for example. I mean, for the most part, down coats are ugly, frankly, but they're, you know, they're functional, and we need them. We found a company that has the most perfect down coats that will flatter a woman in a way that I haven't seen before. So that's really exciting.
Women's clothing accounts for nearly half of Mark Schale's revenue, which may surprise those who view it as an iconic Chicago menswear destination. CEO Scott Baskin is hoping Pinto can change that mindset at a time when Mark Schale is in recovery. 2 years ago, investors pulled it out of bankruptcy and 5 locations closed. Baskin says sales started picking up at the end of last year.
Every day we have a customer who comes in who hasn't been in a year or 2 or 3. And they haven't been shopping elsewhere. They just haven't been shopping. And they come in and they're buying. And they're buying big purchases, which is nice, you know, or little purchases, but they're buying. And a lot of it is, I haven't been shopping for several years.
Pinto turned down several design job offers because she would have had to relocate. She misses designing, but as she put it,
to me, this is kind of like designing, but it's designing like on this uber scope. It's a finished garment. So in a way, it's kind of fun because it takes me away from having to worry, how does that garment get produced? How does it get shipped? It's their problem. My problem is just to find the most beautiful things that are relevant to the Mark Schale customer.
And speaking of customers, Pinto says her favorite design worn by Michelle Obama was the red dress she wore to the White House immediately after the 2008 election to meet with President and Laura Bush. Well, that's this edition of Chicago Business Today. You can read more on this story at chicagobusiness.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.